Welcome you all on Prabhu Science Academy, my dear students. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Okay, you are solving maximum questions as you can do. You are solving sample papers and PYQ questions. Okay, so let's talk about the next topic related to human reproduction. In last class, we have discussed about the meaning of reproduction. We have discussed about the what exactly the reproductive maturity, what type of processes takes place during the course of reproduction. We have discussed about the events of reproduction, and we were discussing about the male reproductive system, where we have discussed that primary reproductive organ, okay, that is testis in human male. Okay, along with that we have discussed the name of male accessory ducts, okay, or accessory ducts associated with male reproductive system. Along with that we have discussed the name of, okay, the associated glands with male reproductive system. Okay, there are namely seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and bulbourethral gland, also known as Cowper's gland. So let's jump into the diagram of male reproductive system. Okay, here we are seeing this primary reproductive organ, testis, which is also known as testicle. Okay, now the testicle, outside testicle, you were seeing this highly coiled tubules, okay, highly coiled tubes forming this epididymis, okay, and this epididymis further continue to form vasa deferens, okay. Vasa deferens enter inside again the abdominal cavity and forming a loop around the ureter, and then it form ejaculatory duct with the merging with duct with seminal vesicle. Okay, so this ejaculatory duct is formed by the emergence of two ducts, okay, vasa deferens and with duct of seminal vesicle, ejaculatory duct, right. Now the next portion that we are seeing here, okay, that this passage after ejaculatory duct, here we are seeing the passage that is urethra. Okay, that is urethra. Urethra is the common passage for both urine and semen. Okay, now let's talk about the next gland that is present at the base of this urethra. Okay, here we have prostate gland. Which gland? Prostate gland. It is only single in number. Okay, now the next gland is bulbourethral gland or Cowper's gland. Here we are seeing this Cowper's gland, also known as bulbourethral gland. It is one pair in number. Okay, so here we have three glands: seminal vesicle and bulbourethral gland, and then prostate gland. Oh, here we have three glands: one pair seminal vesicle, one prostate gland, and one pair bulbourethral gland. Okay, let's talk about the external male genitalia. Here we are seeing this penis as external male genitalia, okay, which is copulatory organ which facilitates the process of copulation and facilitates insemination, transfer of semen inside the female reproductive tract. Okay, now here we are seeing this erectile tissue inside the penis, okay, which helps in the process of erection to facilitate copulation. So erectile tissue, name of erectile tissue, there are two tissues are there for responsible for the erection of penis. You don't have to remember the name, okay, because it is not in NCERT. So just listen the name. The first tissue is corpora cavernosa, and second one is corpus spongiosum. These are the two erectile tissue which facilitates the process of erection and then copulation to transfer the male gamete or semen inside the female reproductive tract. Okay, here we are seeing this retractile foreskin prepuce which covers the penis. Okay, this urethral passage open outside through the penis, and that opening is known as urethral meatus or urethral opening. I hope you are very clear with this diagram. You don't have any confusion regarding the names or their location or their function. So I am erasing this. We'll continue further. So about testis, we have discussed about the external shape, dimension of testis. We have discussed about the internal details. Okay, that testis has 250 compartments known as testicular lobules, and each lobule has 1 to 3 seminiferous tubules. Okay, now let's dive into the internal view of seminiferous tubule. Okay, or we can say let's dive deeper inside the internal view of testicular lobule. Okay, how it exactly look like, what exactly is the arrangement of seminiferous tubule inside the testicular lobule. Okay, so here we are seeing this. This is a transverse section or cut section of a testis. Here the seminiferous tubules are arranged. And inside the lumen of seminiferous tubule, here we are seeing these various types of cells. You are saying that I am drawing two type of cell basically. Okay, one is spermatogonia cell and the larger one is Sertoli cell. Okay, this is Sertoli cell. Okay, also known as nurse cell, also known as sustentacular cell. Okay, why we have various types of name regarding the Sertoli cell, we'll discuss later. Okay, so around this is the inner view of seminiferous tubule. Okay, when we look at outside or at the periphery, okay, here we have various types of cells are there. Okay, various types of cells surrounding this seminiferous tubule. Such cells are known as interstitial cells, also called as Leydig cell. Which cell? Leydig cell. These cells are responsible for the secretion of testosterone, right? Androgen testosterone, which brings secondary sexual character in the body of male, right? Let's talk about the other type of cell, okay, present in this interstitial space. Okay, immunogenic competent cell, okay, that are basically WBC cells, immunologically competent cells, basically WBC, white blood cells. Okay, now let's talk about the smaller cells inside the seminiferous tubule. This is spermatogonia cell. Spermatogonia cells. Let's talk about the function of Sertoli cell or nurse cell or sustentacular cell. Okay, these are the cells which facilitates the maturation process of male gamete. Okay, these are the cells which provide nourishment, nourishes developing developing spermatozoa. Okay, that's why we are saying this nurse cell. Sertoli cells are also known as nurse cell. Okay. Releases sperm maturation factor, spermatozoa maturation factor. Okay, right? Okay. It also increase or you can say the maintain the concentration of androgens, okay, to facilitate the process of spermatogenesis rapidly, right? So these are the details of Sertoli cells, or we can say the seminiferous tubules. Okay, we have discussed about the Leydig cells, interstitial cell. So here we are seeing this, the Sertoli cells or seminiferous tubules. Inside the seminiferous tubules, spermatogonia cells are there, which are the sperm mother cell basically. This will further go under the meiotic division to form the spermatozoa cells, right? So how exactly the sperms are formed by the process of spermatogenesis? Okay, if they are formed inside the seminiferous tubules, how they are transported outside the testes? Okay, we have to discuss about that, what exactly the pathway of sperm cells from seminiferous tubule to the outside of testes or outside the male reproductive system to the female reproductive tract. Okay, so I am arranging this so that we can discuss further. Now here you will see the functions of different accessory ducts. Okay, so here inside the seminiferous tubules, spermatozoa are formed. I am discussing the pathway of spermatozoa. Okay, because we have discussed about the seminiferous tubules and we have discussed about the spermatogonia cell, and I have told you that spermatogonia cells form a male gamete spermatozoa. So we have to discuss about the pathway of spermatozoa, how exactly it comes out of testis and goes to the female reproductive tract. Okay, so here we have seminiferous tubule, From seminiferous tubule, spermatozoa are synthesized here. Now it will goes to rete testis. What exactly the rete testis? There is a rete word. Wherever you see the word rete means network of tubules, right? So network of fine tubules forming the rete testis. From here, a spermatozoa transferred to efferent ductules, also known as vas efferentia. Okay, after the efferent ductules, it is transferred to epididymis. After epididymis, it is transferred to, temporarily spermatozoa are stored inside the epididymis for maturation. Okay, and then they are transferred to vas deferens, also known as ductus deferens, and after that it is transferred to ejaculatory duct, after ejaculatory duct it will pass to urethra. Which tube? Urethra. And then, my dear students, it will come out of male reproductive system through the urethral meatus, and then it will be transferred into female reproductive tract or outside the body, right? Don't have any confusion regarding the pathway of spermatozoa. Okay, seminiferous tubule. Inside seminiferous tubule, spermatogonia cells are the sperm mother cell which facilitates the formation of spermatozoa. Okay, and now mature spermatozoa are transferred into testis, and then efferent ductus or vas efferentia, and then epididymis, then vas deferens, then ejaculatory duct, okay, then urethra, and then urethral meatus, and then female reproductive tract, or here we have, or outside the body. Okay, this is the passage of male gamete, okay, from the testis to outside the body. Okay, so here you can remember the pathway, which is important. Okay, I am arranging this. If you want, you can note it down. Exam time days are so hectic. You just have to remember one line. ये जीवन है, इस जीवन का यही है, यही है, यही है रंग रूप. Okay, so let's talk about the different persons after the pathway of a sperm. We'll discuss about how exactly the spermatozoa are formed inside the testis. Before that, I would like to say you the secretions of various glands associated with male reproductive system. Okay, so we have three types of glands. The associated glands, Lala, associated glands. Okay, with whom? With male, okay, sorry, male reproductive system. Male reproductive system. The first gland, seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle. Dear student, you have to remember that the number of seminal vesicle is one pair, right? And the secretion of seminal vesicle, it is around 60 to 65%, okay, of seminal plasma. Okay, seminal vesicle secretes seminal fluid, which includes fructose, fibrinogen, okay, fructose, fibrinogen, and other substances. Okay, what exactly the need of fructose inside the semen? Okay, It provides energy to the swimming spermatozoa. Okay, here is it provides energy to the swimming spermatozoa. Okay, there should be some source to provide glucose. Okay, fructose is the isomer of glucose. Okay, it is monomer. Okay, it is monosaccharide. It provides energy to the swimming spermatozoa. Okay, spermatozoa has mitochondria, because spermatozoa are also cell. Okay, they have mitochondria, a spiral mitochondria in the middle piece. Okay, you are going to write board exam, so I think you are aware of that. Okay, that's why I'm discussing that a spiral mitochondria are present in the middle piece of spermatozoa. Okay, which requires a substrate. Okay, so this fructose is substrate which provides energy to the swimming spermatozoa. Okay, let's talk about the different glands. Next gland is prostate gland. Prostate gland. Okay, Lala, one number only single. Okay, location base of urethra. Okay, this is located, seminal vesicle is located on the both side. Okay, now let's talk about the secretions of prostate gland. You know, actually it secretes alkaline secretion. Okay, which includes proteolytic enzymes. Okay, its secretion also enhances the motility of spermatozoa. Enhances the motility of spermatozoa. Again we have third gland, which is Cowper's gland or bulbourethral gland. Bulbourethral gland, Cowper's gland or bulbourethral gland. It secretes alkaline mucus. What exactly the need of alkaline